There are many different Forsaken characters available for you to play with, however that leaves us with a main question which lingers on our mind. What is the best Forsaken character? So in this video, I'll be explaining which Forsaken characters you should use depending on your playstyle. Keep in mind that you should use whatever you feel like using, and that most of this is down to personal preference. But before we carry on with the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I gained, I kid you not, 1,000 subscribers from my last video, so thank you so much. Let's try to go for 10,000 by the end of the year. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Let's first start off with survivors. I'll be splitting each survivor up into multiple sections: Survivalist, Sentinel, and supporters. Per section, I'll be naming 1 or 2 characters who I believe is the best in that section. Starting off with Survivalist. Survivalists are more solo characters. They specialize in evasion and self-preservation. They're best at avoiding the killer and doing objectives until the end of the round, and are more suited for players who prefer a stealthy playstyle. Usually as a survivalist, you want to focus on distracting and helping the other teammates. Your abilities help you escape from sticky situations, and you're best off prioritizing repairing generators while staying alert for the killer. In my opinion, the best survivalist character has to be 2Time. 2Time is available for purchase for 400 player points. They're a more solo character, and none of their abilities actually benefit their team, so they're mostly used to distract the killer from their allies. 2Time's passive ability is named Undying Devotion. It's not recommended to use 2Time if you're more focused on teamwork, but if you're more of a solo player, make sure to use him. He's pretty fun to use too. Undying Devotion is 2Time's passive ability. After taking fatal damage for the first time, 2Time's appearance changes and they are reborn. In this second life, they only have 40 health. Upon activating, 2Time gains speed 2 for 6 seconds, invincibility for 1.5 seconds, weakness 5 for 12 seconds, all status effects are removed, and restores 40% of stamina. Upon being the last survivor, 2Time will be forced into their second life, and have their max health set at 110, as well as healing 50 health. They do not suffer weakness 5 if this is activated through last man standing. This makes 2Time one of the best solo characters to use. But be careful, since 2Time has no abilities besides their passive ability, and most players don't know how to loop correctly using 2Time. Make sure to stay alert and stay with your teammates, who may have abilities which can heal you if you're low. Let's now move on to the next section. Sentinel. Sentinel survivors are frontline defenders who focus on stunning the killer and protecting their teammates. They often have higher health or regeneration abilities, making them more durable during confrontations, and they can either be long ranged or close ranged when it comes to defending. Think of them as like a tank. These characters are suited towards players who catch the killer off guard and interrupt the killer during chases to protect your teammates from death, use abilities to create opportunities for personal escape, use stuns to try to annoy the killer into following you instead of following your weaker teammates, or attempt to prioritize generators and protecting your teammates at the same time. Firstly, Shedleski. Shedleski is available for purchase for 500 player points. His abilities can both benefit him and his teammates, allowing him to heal himself and stun the killer in order to give him or his team a window to escape a chase. His first ability is a slash. Shedleski slashes forward, dealing 30 damage and stunning the killer for 3.25 seconds if it connects. Resistance 2 is applied for 0.575 seconds on activation, slows down on the player by 75% for 1.575 seconds while in use. His next attack is Fried Chicken. Shedleski pulls out a piece of fried chicken and takes a bite out of it, restoring 5 health upon consumption and 35 health over the span of 10 seconds. If Shedleski takes damage during the healing period, the effect is cancelled. This makes Shedleski a pretty overpowered character, as it's able to heal pretty easily. If you like being a tank in team game modes, this might be the player for you. The last category I'm going to be talking about are support. Support characters focus on healing and protecting their teammates. While they have lower health, their abilities make them invaluable for team survival. If you like to be a healer or a support character in your team games, this is the perfect category for you. As a support character, you're best off staying close to teammates to provide healing and protection. You're also best off avoiding direct confrontation with the killer. Your abilities help protect you and your teammates, as well as recovering their health. But be careful of getting hit, as you have less health than other survivors. The support character I'll be mentioning in this video is Duseka. Duseka is a support character and is able to be purchased with only 600 player points. Its passive ability is levitation, which silences the player's walk sounds. This makes it so killers can't find it through their walk sounds. being pretty nice as they're a support character. Duseka has a couple abilities, such as spawn protection, where he casts a protective shield on an ally for up to 8 seconds and with a range of up to 275 studs, granting the ally with resistance 4 and inflicting the Duseka with 8 seconds of slowness 1, along with further slowing them and disabling their ability to sprint while casting. For every other Duseka casting a shield, this resistance is reduced by 1 level. To maintain the shield, you must keep your cursor on the ally at all times, otherwise it will disappear. If line of sight is broken for 2 seconds, the shield will also break. Duseka also has another ability, Plasma Beam. Duseka spins their staff with the hand for 2 seconds, before shooting a beam from it with a range of up to 125 studs. This slows down Duseka when casting. Hitting a killer with this beam will give them slowness 2 for 3 seconds, and hitting a survivor with this beam will give them speed 1 for 4 seconds. For each other Duseka alive, this duration is reduced by 0.5 seconds. Duseka is pretty OP, and I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nerfed soon. Make sure to use them to your advantage for as long as possible, if you're more into supporting your teammates. Now let's move on to some killers. Killers are mostly down to personal preference. However, I'll talk about the killer that I main, Kaizd. Kaizd is probably one of the best killers out there. He has a punch attack which deals 26.5 damage, and some other attacks such as Corrupt Nature, Walk Speed Override, and Pizza Delivery. Although there's not much to talk about, Kaizd is probably one of my favourite Forsaken characters. Feel free to try him out when you're the killer. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy or find this useful, make sure to like and subscribe, as I'm still a growing creator. 10,000 subscribers would genuinely mean the world. Thank you so much.